Hey, this is Dan, and with Emily, we are Rambling Ambition, and we are back at work on the Sprinter van today. Just going to kind of go over some of the lights that we have set up. So there are three lighting pieces that kind of needed to be set up and wired, and they are the areas underneath the garage. So this area could get really dark in the evenings, so we're going to put some lights up in here. The area behind the van, and we put some lights up in there. That was in an earlier video, but we just had to hook them up. And then the last section of lights were the lights on the side. So we have one here in the back, and we got one back here. So for the garage, as you saw in one of the last Instagram posts, we put slide in. Just to go over that real quick. So we use front runner boxes, and I had an old fridge slide left over. So instead of having to pull them in and pull them out, I just put a fridge slide in there, and that was pretty simple. So to get light in the back, we put a light there, and we wired a light there, and then one right there. So we have three LED lights for the garage, which should light it up pretty good. And we temporarily wired a switch in here with the rest of the stuff back here. So we have the outlet, outdoor shower, water fill, and then this will be for the lights. So I think that gives us plenty of light. It's still daylight outside, so we'll do it again when it's dark. So for the front, we ended up putting one of these Blue Sea Systems panels in right into the headliner. We fished the wire back around from the top, and then the top switch turns on the side lights, and this one turns on the back lights, and then we have two others. I think I'm going to do some under mount lights here, and then I don't know what we'll do for this one. So like I said, it's still light outside, so once it gets a little bit darker, we'll turn those lights on and I'll show you what it looks like. So all the lights on the exterior are rigid lights. I'll leave links in the description below for the side lights, and then the back lights, they should throw a pretty good light. And then the lights in the garage are Scandvick lights. They're about 700 lumens each, and they wired up pretty good with the wago lever connectors. And like I said, once it gets a little bit darker, we'll show you how everything looks like. So I'm happy so far. The installs of the exterior lights and of course the back lights took place long ago before we did anything. It's one of the first things that we put together, and I just got the garage lights kind of placed today. Super simple. They screw up with two screws, and I kind of recessed them so that they're not sticking below the level of the bed platform, and it does cast a nice light. So all right, it's nighttime, so we're going to turn some lights on. So those are our side lights and the back lights. So that gives us a nice indicator light to let us know they're on. And it lights up the area really well. And you can see everything in here. So I'm super happy with how that turned out. So if we pull this out, we have full light of all of our electronics. That of course is going to get a panel. I just haven't got it built yet, but super happy. And the light switch has got a nice little red light on it, so you can look back there and see that the lights are still on. Just something to remind you. All right, so that was kind of our little overview of the lights that we have on the van. So again, the side lights are the rigid scene lights, and the back lights are also rigid lights. I'll put a link in the description below of the model and version that are on there. They're all LED, 12 volt. And then the Scandvick lights for the garage really turned out well. There are 3 of them. So I'm super happy with that. Nice clean light. And then I got a Blue Sea push button on off switch. Again, I'll put a link in the description down there. So hope you guys got something from the video. We're making progress, kind of buttoning things up. So I'm going to be making some drawers over the next week or so to fill the drawers. We got some plywood to do that, and so that'll be our next project is drawers. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them to build, and so we'll be happy to have those, at least have the drawers in place, and then break down and buy the fascia board for the drawers themselves to kind of finish everything off. Then we'll pull it all out and paint it and install it for good. So again, this is Dan from Ramblin' Ambition. Thanks for watching. If you want any of the products that we've used in our van thus far, check the links below. We're an Amazon affiliate, so if you want the products, it doesn't cost any more. It just helps us out a little bit. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.